For the best experience, please use headphones or listen in a quiet environment. Unlock your true potential. 5 life-changing steps to self-discovery and fulfillment. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with a question that has the power to shift your entire perspective on life. Who are you? Not the name on your business card, not the roles you play as a parent, sibling, or employee, but who are you at your core? When you strip away the labels, the achievements, and the expectations of others, what remains? Because what remains, my friends, is the foundation of your true power. Today, we're diving deep into personal growth and self-discovery. It's about peeling back the layers to discover who you really are and how you can live a life of fulfillment, purpose, and courage. And if you're ready to grow into the person you were always meant to be, buckle up, because we're going on a transformational journey together. 1. Who am I at my core? Here's a truth that's hard to swallow. Most people spend their lives living up to the expectations of others. We're conditioned from birth to believe that our worth is tied to our achievements, our job titles, or the roles we play. But those are just costumes we wear on the stage of life. Who are you when the curtain falls? The ancient Greek philosopher Socrates said, "To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom." Think about that. If you don't truly know yourself, how can you possibly know what makes you happy, what drives you, or what you're capable of? Ralph Waldo Emerson adds, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." This speaks to the immeasurable power and potential inside every one of us, waiting to be unlocked. Understanding who you are also requires you to confront your shadows. Carl Jung said, "Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart." Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Awakening to your true self means facing both your light and your darkness. As Maya Angelou beautifully put it, you are only free when you realize you belong no place. You belong every place, no place at all. The price is high, the reward is great. Freedom begins with knowing and embracing yourself fully, even if it means stepping away from societal expectations. Here's an exercise to help you get to the core of who you are. Write down your strengths, your passions, and what lights you up. Don't overthink it. Just write. Ask yourself, if I had all the time and money in the world, how would I spend my days? Then reflect, what values are non-negotiable to me? What do I stand for? Identify one limiting belief that holds you back and challenge its validity. Action item. Spend 15 minutes journaling your answers to these questions every morning for the next week. Self-awareness is the first step to self-mastery. Action item. Reflect on moments in your life when you felt most alive and aligned. Write about these moments and what they reveal about your true self. Action item. Create a personal mission statement that encapsulates who you are and who you aspire to become. 2. How can I find happiness and fulfillment? Here's a myth I want to shatter right now. Happiness is not a destination. It's not something you'll find when you land your dream job, lose 20 pounds, or buy that house. Happiness is a choice. Fulfillment is a process. As Abraham Lincoln said, most folks are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. It's about gratitude, it's about progress, and it's about living in alignment with your purpose. Tony Robbins often says progress equals happiness. This is a reminder that joy doesn't come from standing still. It comes from movement, even small steps toward a goal. Research shows that happiness is closely tied to the quality of our relationships. Brené Brown states, "A deep sense of love and belonging is an irreducible need of all people. We are biologically, cognitively, physically, and spiritually wired to love, to be loved, and to belong. Nurturing connections is essential for fulfillment." Albert Schweitzer adds an important dimension. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. This reminds us that true success stems from passion and joy, not external validation. Ask yourself, what small action can I take today that will move me closer to the life I want? It's not the big leaps that create happiness, it's the tiny, consistent steps forward. Action item. Start a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Train your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. Action item. Commit to performing 1 random act of kindness each day this week. Notice how it impacts your sense of fulfillment. Action item: schedule weekly check-ins with close friends or family to strengthen your relationships and feel more connected. Action item: identify one activity that brings you immense joy and dedicate time to it weekly. 3. What truly makes me unique? Here's the deal. You are a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. No one on this planet has your combination of skills, experiences, and perspectives. Yet, so many of us waste our uniqueness trying to fit in. Oscar Wilde once said, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken." Powerful, isn't it? The world doesn't need another copycat. It needs the authentic, unapologetic you. Marianne Williamson's words amplify this point. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. How often do we dim our light to make others comfortable? Steve Jobs had a unique perspective on this. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Living authentically requires courage, but it's the only path to true fulfillment. To discover what makes you unique, reflect on your life story. What challenges have you overcome? What experiences have shaped you? How can you use your gifts to serve others? Action item: reach out to 3 people you trust and ask them, "What do you think makes me unique?" You'll be surprised at what you learn. Action item: create a list of your top 3 strengths and brainstorm 3 ways to use them to add value to others. Action item: write a letter to your younger self, highlighting the unique qualities that have always been part of you. Use this as a reminder of your individuality. 4. What should I focus on to grow as a person? Growth is not a luxury, it's a necessity. If you're not growing, you're dying. But here's the catch. Growth doesn't happen by accident. It requires intention. Stephen Covey said, "Begin with the end in mind." What's the vision for your life? What kind of person do you want to become? Once you've got that clarity, reverse engineer your path to get there. John F. Kennedy once observed, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future." Growth requires embracing change and seeing it as an opportunity rather than a threat. Focus on these 3 areas. 1. Physical growth. Your body is the vessel for your dreams. Treat it well. Action item: commit to 30 minutes of movement every day. Action item: try a new form of exercise this month, such as yoga or martial arts, to challenge your body in new ways. 2. Mental growth. Expand your mind with new knowledge and skills. Action item: read 1 book or take 1 course that challenges you this month. Action item: set aside 15 minutes daily to learn something new, whether it's a language, a skill, or a concept. Action item: create a list of books, podcasts, or documentaries that align with your growth goals and commit to consuming 1 weekly. 3. Emotional growth. Learn to master your emotions rather than letting them master you. Action item: practice mindfulness or meditation for 10 minutes daily. Action item: keep a daily emotional journal to track your feelings and identify patterns. Action item: identify a habit or behavior that no longer serves you and create a plan to replace it with a positive one. 5. How can I overcome fear and live more courageously? Fear is a natural part of life, but here's the thing. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's taking action despite it. Nelson Mandela said it best, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it." Franklin D. Roosevelt's timeless advice also resonates. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Fear thrives in the shadows, feeding on inaction. Shine a light on it by taking bold steps forward. Mark Twain humorously yet profoundly stated, "Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear." Fear is part of growth, and mastering it requires persistence. Fear will keep you stuck if you let it, but you have the power to reframe fear as a sign of growth. If you're afraid, it means you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and that's where the magic happens. Action item: identify 1 fear that's holding you back and take 1 small step to face it this week. Remember, courage is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Action item: write down 3 things you've been avoiding out of fear and commit to tackling 1 each month. Action item: create an affirmation that empowers you to face your fears and repeat it daily. Action item: Visualize your life a year from now if you overcome your biggest fear. Use this vision as motivation. Now, let me challenge you. What is the one action you'll take today based on what you've learned? Will you journal to uncover your true self? Start a gratitude practice? Face a fear? Whatever it is, take that first step, because the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. If you found this message inspiring, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. Why? Because every time you do, you're joining a community of like-minded individuals committed to growth and transformation. And by liking this video, you're helping us reach more people who need this message. Together, we can create a ripple effect of positivity and empowerment. Thank you for investing your time and energy today. Remember, you are not just capable of greatness. You are destined for it. So go out there, live boldly, and make your life a masterpiece. Until next time, take care and keep growing.